folks, my name is Brad Varnell and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Today I am here with Josh from Stocks with Josh YouTube channel. How's it going, man? Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks. I'm glad to be on your show, kind of tuning in with what's going on here at the Bitcoin conference. It's been a great opportunity to meet a lot of people and to get some opinions on Bitcoin and what's going on in the crypto market.
Right? Well, it's nice to meet some folks that are, a little bit more seasoned like myself. A lot of the kids here are, the 18 to 25-year-old crowd, but you've had a lot of years now, a lot of experience in the financial markets.
I have. Since about 1999, I've been involved very early on through just some older relatives. Uncle of mine used to come and we'd hit lunch together, and he would just slowly introduce me to stocks. But I will tell you that my own personal family, my father was a musician, and it was not a space that he was familiar with. So when I went into Wall Street and began to approach it, it seemed like there was no invitation to me, and there was no place for me. So on my show, Stocks with Josh, I always say that we got to go and we got to kick down the golden doors of Wall Street and assume our place there, because it is for everybody. And I'll tell you this, I'm from an immigrant family, and my father was an immigrant. On my mother's side, father was an immigrant. And so for me, the American dream is no longer just to own a house, work a 9 to 5, white picket fence, couple cars. That used to be the American dream. But for the next generation, you talk about the fact that we're boomers, the generations behind us, they may never own a home unless they take a position on the new Wall Street, which is the stage of crypto, which is absolutely upturning traditional finance, right? It's the future. And it's amazing to me to see guys like Larry Fink just drool, and to see, their eyes finally light up and realize that everything's going to be tokenized. We're going to have, everything's going to be on the blockchain. And, I've even gone as far as to say that if you really understand blockchain is governance. And if you really understand it, popular blockchains now may even be the groundwork for nations, because it's where communities gather. And, you see these like the Pepe coin, and you see these are tribal flags. And we're seeing this return to tribalism and this fear of, or this distrust towards government. And what blockchain offers is a trustless system, which makes, you feel very comfortable that you can own something on the blockchain and no politician can take it away from you. And, obviously this is going to grow and develop, and, there's going to be an ongoing revolution. But the fact is that all of the opportunity that opens up is what draws people and attracts people. I was attracted to traditional finance and stocks, and that same attraction has caused me to move into crypto as well.
Yeah, how long ago did you start moving in the direction of crypto?
Really, it was my son. Talk about being the boomer, right? My son that actually slowly began to bring it to my attention. It was really about 2019, I believe, and I began to watch it, observe it. I'm a technical analyst for stocks, and so I began to sit back, and he would share with me some of the predictions for guys on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube at the time, and I remember one fateful conversation, and I won't call out any names. And he said to me, well, this very popular YouTuber and this very popular YouTuber have just said that Bitcoin is going up, and it was around 55K, and it was right, after 2021. And I said to him, I don't care if this guy, and this guy, I said, you could 7x short Bitcoin right now. It is straight on decline. And he would tell you if he was here, that was true. Right. And then the same way, if you guys go back on my page, you will find that when Bitcoin was 15.5 and FTX had collapsed, I was saying very clearly, this is the bottom, right? And I was practically begging people to buy at 20K. Now, getting into that conversation, we're at a place where I was bullish then, but I'm not bullish right now. Because if you just go by the charts and you forget about all the hype and the opportunity and BlackRock and Larry Fink, and you put all that aside, the fact is that the Bitcoin chart has been in decline and remains in decline. And until it can close a weekly candle minimum above around 72.5, it is already in decline. Now you're watching the stochastic RSI and the weekly time frame, and it's turning up. That's the only indicator that's showing a sign of life. The RSI is saying decline, right? The MACD is saying decline. It's the stochastic weekly RSI that's pointed up, and it's either going to take the price above 72.5, pull the RSI up with it, and then we need to actually close up there because we haven't done that in months.
Okay.
We haven't done that in months. And I'll tell you this, so I'll just give you a quick prediction. You know, Bitcoin needs to close a candle above 80K. If it does that, and it opens a candle above 80K and closes a candle above 80K, then we could be on to 177,000 Bitcoin. If we fail to close a monthly candle above 80, then we are going back to 50K. And you guys can mark my words and remember that I said it.
Awesome.
I make bold predictions, and to be honest, I have not been ever wrong on a Bitcoin prediction, ever. Sometimes I'm slightly more bearish or bullish than I should be, but I've never made a hard prediction like you guys just heard and been wrong on it yet.
Right. Fantastic. Now, at the same time, that's in the short term. Over the next 6, 9, 12 months, do you believe that that is going to happen and we are going to see a fairly spectacular bull run in crypto?
I would tell you this for a fact, okay? Momentum and volume are lower. And the trifecta of a bull run consists of 3 things: price, volume, and momentum. And right now, even with the move up out of the winter, all that we have of the bull trifecta is price. We have not had higher volume and we've not had higher momentum. And so I would tell you from a technical perspective, there's absolutely no indication that we should suggest that we are going to have a very, very high breakout on Bitcoin.
Okay.
What you do see is that Bitcoin is becoming a mature asset. And so the fact is that it would be in Wall Street's best interest to really, to be honest with you, over the course of time, to take their positions before running it up to 500,000. And so if you ask me if I believe it'll get there, I would say there's no technical indicator that it will yet. We could get it. And if we did, I'd be the first person saying, we got it, baby, it's go time.
Awesome.
And we have a technical problem and we have a fundamental problem, which is that I don't believe that Larry Fink wants to pump the bags yet. I believe that traditional finance is getting positioned, and they're largely going to leave it range bound, and that it's going to become a mature asset until they're properly positioned. And then I believe that we're going to have a super cycle in the course of time.
Okay.
It's my position.
Awesome, man. Well, you heard it here on the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Make sure to go subscribe to Stocks with Josh. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, man. It was a great time.
That was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.